If you have been coding for a month but still don't see any results, that's not because you are probably dumb. That's probably because you are not experiencing the compounding effect. So, hey everyone. So, in this video, I'll be going over 6-7 tips that will tell you why might be not good at programming, and I'll explain like how can you come over them. So, yeah, the first and the most common thing that people experience is lack of compounding. This might be generally because you are interested in new frameworks, new language, and don't learn anything till the end. Next thing could be you might be influenced by your friend or your colleague to learn about some new technology that you are like completely unaware of. And also it might be because like you have a shiny object syndrome and you'd like to try things out rather than learning that one thing till the end. And in this case, what usually happens is you don't learn a thing like a system, right? Like let's say you are learning a backend technology, you might not learn the entire thing. Rather, you might be learning some bits and pieces of one language, one framework, and some other framework, so that the entire system is not clear in your head, and you might not be seeing proper progress with this. To solve this, it's obviously super clear, is to like you need to stick to things that are boring. You need to see value in the things that are really boring. Learn a particular tech stack, build 100 hours over that. uh, there's a saying, right? I do not fear a man who has done things in 100 ways. Fear a man that has done one thing 100 times, right? So pretty early on, the early effort feels useless. You'll not realize like you are learning a lot in reality where you are, and after sometimes like everything starts to click. So you need to wait until that particular moment where like everything will click and you also like fall in love with programming, as like everyone says. And this might be the best solution to this problem. Next problem that a lot of people have is something called as tutorial hell. So tutorial hell is a place where you are like constantly watching a lot of other explanations, other tutorials, other examples, rather than creating or tinkering with your own. This creates like a mental model that you are learning a lot, while in reality, if you open VS Code or any text editor and start writing code, you'll realize pretty soon that you don't really know anything, and like whatever you have learned till now is like useless. And in this way you start comparing yourself with other, feeling like you are completely useless, while the thing is to switch to more of a project based approach, or like more sort of like hands on approach, in which you are constantly writing things down, doing things in particular order, rather than like brainlessly copying other people, or like brainlessly talking or like listening to other people. Another thing that's pretty common that even I experience Another thing that's pretty common that even I experience a lot is something called as imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome, it's a condition in which one compares to others and thinking like others know a lot of things and they only know like a very few subset, while in reality it's only the things that are required that you need, right? Only 20% of the skills are required for 80% of the problem, so you need not worry a lot, rather than like worrying about like, oh, my friends knows all these things but rather like I don't. You just keep on learning whatever you know, and soon enough your knowledge will be so gigantic that everything starts to feel like it's pretty easy, you can take on any problem and all. So the first thing is like your comparison is only with yourself, your comparison is not with others, rather with like yourself yesterday or like 1 year apart. So yeah, if you do that, then that will also be great. Another problem that might be is that like Another problem that might be is that like you are trying to consume too easy things. Let's say you are trying to learn web development and you are stuck in HTML for like 2 months. That's usually because you are not trying to get out of your comfort zone. You are trying to do the things that you already know. Let's say like you are trying to learn a new language. You start with like learning about the print statement, input, if else, and all, and you fear of going to like the next portion, right? You don't understand functions, so you always come back to the basics, and this will in reality like haunt you down rather than like keep make you like really productive. What usually happens is that like while you learn the other parts of the language, the previous part starts getting like more clearer. So next thing is that like you need to get out of your comfort zone as soon as possible, and this will help you level up as a developer, also as a like a person as well. This is like very important and necessary skill in that. So to conclude, there is no any sort of mistakes or any sort of bad way to So to conclude, there is no any sort of mistakes or any sort of bad way to do programming. It's just that like people make a lot of mistakes that they don't realize until sometimes. So most of the problems can be solved by being focused in exactly one thing, and then like being in that thing for like a very really long time. And as long as like you are in like that until like other people will leave, that will guarantee you that you will be one of the best people in that tech stack, one of the best people in that framework, and your knowledge will be like. Hey everyone, future Sargam over here. Hope you liked the video and there were some issues. So yeah, next time I'll try to improve on. Comment how did you like the video or did you not, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.